not 890 territory. Okay, there we go. Proper water crossing. Okay, we're getting snowy here.
Okay, this is going to be a longer video. We're going to do a little bit of a Jeep trail that gets a little bit gnarly at the end. We're then going to do some blue single track, followed by some accidental black diamond single track, and a little bit of more black diamond. Let's go.
All right, I'm at Pinnacles OHV, doing some initial exploration of the area. I found one single track first that I went down a little bit, and it was just barely within my limits, I would say. I didn't want to go too far just because I'm a solo and I'm not trying to struggle too much today. Now I'm going down, this is, what is it, Willow Creek Jeep Trail. It's a loop, although the entire trail is not a loop. But I'm gonna go the parts of this trail that is in a loop that starts and ends at the Pinnacles OHV staging area. This part of it is very chill. I would easily just go, this stuff I would just ride on my 890. At the very end, which used to be the very beginning, because I started in the opposite direction before filming, it's gonna get gnarly, like gnarly enough that I wouldn't have gone down that at all on the 890. I was sort of like, yeah, I'm confident I can get back up on this bike one way or another, but I wouldn't have gone down with the 890, so it definitely gets more gnarly towards the other side of this loop. So far, so there's one single track, something shore or whatever, I forget, that starts at the side of this trail. My confusion in the beginning, and I ended up asking some folks, is that the various trails that exist in the area, I haven't found like a usable map of them really, and it's not like the trails start at the staging area, so, and there's no signs. I was hoping there would be some kind of sign showing the actual trails on site, but that's not the case. So it wasn't as easy as I thought. I was like, okay, there's the beginner loop, there's this, there's that, let me just try one at a time. That was harder than I expected it to be, as it turns out. But as you can see, this is a reasonably typical fire road to this side of this trail. And this is not one of the single tracks, obviously. I was mostly going here to try some of the tighter stuff, not the fire road stuff, but I'm happy with this too. And we'll see what I end up finding. Like I said, it's pretty gnarly on one side, so even it may not be single track, but it's still pretty gnarly. This is in mid-March, that's why there's and it's been raining recently, so that's why there's some puddles. Coming up here, I was actually gonna divert to El Mirage because there was just so much snow on the road here, but turns out there wasn't that much snow right here. Like as I got closer to the actual staging area, the snow started dissipating. Here's the trail entrance. Maybe I'll get it on detailed film. So 3W65 something shore. whose name I don't remember. It's probably a good trail. I might go for it, but not this moment. Here we go. It's about to get more gnarly. Better have some water. Let's see if this is gonna work out. All right. It's gonna be a first gear, slow climb, I believe. I'm gonna go down. I don't want to go down too hard. Oh, I forgot. There's actually this little thing first. Yeah, okay. All right. Here we go. Oh. Whew. Okay, let me think. Yeah. Whoops. Despite first gear. Almost.
The audio quality is going to be a little bit worse for a while because I accidentally ripped the microphone cord out in that crash and I didn't notice. It'll be good again in a little bit.
Small bike. Still a lot of energy. All right. More speed. I'm too scared of looping it. Must be paranoid since last weekend. There we go. Except for the stall. Whew. Yeah, I don't know how obvious it is on video, but this is not 890 territory unless you're really good.
Let's fast forward through the struggle bus a little bit here.
Okay, there we go. Whew. There we go. Whew. Now it gets less gnarly from here. Freaking mirrors are hitting me in the chest. I need to fix them.
Let's return to the North Shore OHV Trail.
Classified as more difficult. Nothing insane in the beginning, at least. 2 3W11, 3W65. I wonder what that other one was classified as. Okay. So far it's quite reasonable. If it gets gnarly, I'm just gonna turn back. I definitely don't feel like any kind of struggle right now. Can't see. Okay. That's kind of deep. I'm half expecting to face plant in the mud any moment. So far this is actually perfect. It's enough that you have to pay attention. There's actual technical terrain, but it's not a struggle for me at my level. Slightly exposed here though, not super exposed, but proper water crossing, even if it's not so deep. What does that say? Okay, so that's 3W11 Black Diamond.
I misinterpreted the sign. This is actually when I'm sort of accidentally coming onto the 3W11 trail, which is Black Diamond. It's meeting up. This is a fork between the Blue Trail and the Black Diamond Trail.
Do I turn back or do I go? I feel like I'm gonna, if I try to go left, I feel like I'm gonna slide. There we go. Route. Ah, the freaking mirror. When I get home, those are either coming off completely or they're no longer going to be rotating like that. Okay, we're getting snowy here. Nothing yet that I feel worried about going in the other direction on. Honestly, getting a bit tired though, so might turn back just for that reason. This is also why I'm mostly sitting. I can definitely get up that, but I think I'm not gonna push it. Tired, kind of alone, or rather, I'm alone and kind of tired is what I should say. So I'm gonna head back. That was a good trail though. Probably continues to be good as well, is my guess. Let me stop my GPX tracker, see where I was. Yeah, in general, I feel like this is the kind of stuff that I want to ride. Honestly. Again, a little bit exposed here. Whoops. But not very extremely so. Unless you stall the bike and completely fuck up. Gonna tractor it pretty slowly, just like I was in the other direction. Slid out there a little bit in the mud. Here we go with this. This bike, 500, it absolutely tractors in first gear very easily, which everybody keeps saying, which is pretty cool to feel it. Is this the steep one? No, maybe not. Or deep, I should say. Was probably the earlier one. Okay, so that was rated blue, aka more difficult. I'm gonna go and check on this other trail that I don't think I got any footage from, but I went down it and I didn't encounter something that was above, but it was close enough that it was a bit of a struggle and I didn't want to keep going. But it was definitely more challenging than what I just rode. So I want to go check what it was rated as. Oh, okay, this one is Black Diamond. Which makes sense. This is definitely more challenging. I'm not going to go down too far, just to sort of provide a contrast, like all those stony things. And here we are again. This is kind of where I... Whoa! I didn't do quite that last time. But I did stop because I wanted to see what the heck is downstream of that, so I can get back up again. So I'm gonna go down there again and go back up, and I think that's gonna be the end of my trail riding today. But as you can hopefully notice, even on camera, this is a little bit more aggressive, so to speak. I don't know what it looks like if you continue. I'm not gonna find out today. Whew. Okay, let's see if I can keep the line. Last time I didn't quite keep the line that I wanted to keep. Let me just defog my visor a little. But this sounds reasonable. So blue trails. I mean, I'm extrapolating based on 2 trails, but hopefully blue is roughly my jam here. Okay. Ah, fuck. I was hoping to make it up this time. And yeah, these ruts, I just don't have the confidence to just go through them. I need to paddle my way. I really need to practice ruts. I think I'm gonna go to some MX tracks just to practice ruts, honestly. They used to be my nemesis back on the KLX 300 when I was new, and they're certainly still a bit of a nemesis, even if I'm much more equipped to figure that out now than I was back then.